Hello and welcome to the ConsistentOptionsIncome.com Pairs Trading Course, lesson number 8. How to use Twitter with our pairs trading service. Let's get started. Okay, if you want to use our trade alert service, you'll need to subscribe to Twitter. When you first go to Twitter, you should type in the URL here, which is twitter.com/pairsdude. So it's PAIRSDUDE. That is our handle on Twitter. If you don't have an account with Twitter, or you're not signed in at the moment, you may see these options here to sign up or log in. Obviously, if you don't have a Twitter account, you'll need to sign up first before you can access our alert service. If you do have an account, you can just log in directly. However, when you go to twitter.com/pairsdude, you may already be logged into Twitter and you will see neither of these options. Once you're logged in to Twitter, you'll need to click on the follow button. However, as the note at the bottom of the page indicates, all of the people who attempt to follow our trades will have to be approved first. So after you click the follow button, I should get a notice that you are wanting to subscribe, and if you've paid for the service, I'll approve you to follow our tweets. So after you've been approved and you have your Twitter account working, you can go back to twitter.com/pairsdude and you should see that you are now following our trades, and you'll see trades like the one circled at the bottom of the page. I'll go through the elements of the trade alerts in a later slide. You can follow all of our trade alerts right on Twitter. However, the Tweetdeck product can be helpful. To access Tweetdeck, just go to tweetdeck.twitter.com and log in using your Twitter account. The first time you're in Tweetdeck, you'll need to add a column to monitor. So you just click the Add Column link right here. When you click on the Add Column, it'll bring up a list of options and you'll want to choose User. In the User text entry box, put in PairsDude to search, and you should see our account pop up below. Once you click on that account, you'll see our tweets in the right hand pane and an Add Column button. Just click the Add Column button. Once you've added a column for PairsDude, you'll see the column added to your Tweetdeck display, and this will give you an unfiltered list of all of the tweets and all of the trade alerts that we publish. However, in order to see closing trades for positions that you have open, you may want to add another user column. You may not take all of the trades that are showing up in the left-hand column, so you may want to filter just by trades that you have taken. So add another user column, just like we demonstrated previously. Click on the Options button here, and in the Content section, you want to put a £sign and one of the symbols in your trade with a space, another £sign, and the second symbol in your trade. And this will create a column that will only monitor for any tweets that have those two symbols in them. So what you might see initially, if you're in the trade, is just the open signal, and then as soon as the closing signal comes through, you'll see it pop up here. As you can see here, it shows that we have a filter built in on this column, and it picks up our trade with the two symbols that we entered. You might want to further customize your new column for following closing trades by clicking on the Options button and Alerts and clicking Sounds and Pop-ups. These two options allow Tweetdeck to alert you when new tweets show up in this column. This can be helpful if you're waiting for a closing signal on one of your open trades. In addition to Twitter and Tweetdeck, you could also get Twitter on your iPhone and follow our trade signals on your phone. Here are some sample trade alerts. The first word in the trade alerts will be an indication whether it is an opening or closing trade. The second word will be whether it's a long or a short trade. The long or short designation only applies to the first symbol. So in this particular trade here, we know it's a short pairs trade, meaning that the symbol number 1 right here is short and the second symbol is long. In this case, we're closing a long signal, so we know that IEX, the first symbol, was long and the second symbol, ROK, was short. The number in front of each symbol is the number of shares that we traded on this trade alert. All of our trade signals assume that we're putting $10,000 to work on each side of our pair. So 209 shares of CBSH at 47.86 should be as close as we can get to $10,000 on this side of the trade. And likewise, 350 shares of GBCI at 28.57 should get us as close as we can to $10,000. The price values for an opening trade are the price values that were available at the time of the alert. Likewise, with a closing signal, the price values indicate the price values that were available at the time of the signal. A closing signal has an additional item of profit and loss. This profit and loss value is in dollars and represents the difference between the price values that were found on the opening of the signal compared to the closing price values. If you have any questions about the content of this video, you can contact me at john@consistentoptionsincome.com. Our trade alert service is available on a monthly subscription, and you can check our website for current pricing at consistentoptionsincome.com. Okay, coming up next, Lesson 9, how to install and use the Pairs Trading Indicator.